For all the latest updates, subscribe to News9.
India and China have been holding crucial military-level talks to de-escalate the situation at the borders. The de-escalation process between India and China has reached a complicated stage. India and China held a fourth round of commander-level talks. 14 Corps Commander Lieutenant General Harinder Singh and South Xinjiang Military District Chief Major Liu Lin held talks. Complicated negotiations are underway between both sides to ensure peace at the border areas. The next stage of talks saw military commanders of both sides holding marathon meetings at Chushul, Ladakh. India and China held negotiations for finalizing a framework for a time-bound and verifiable disengagement process. The 14-hour-long meeting discussed the future roadmap of reduced tensions along the line of actual control, or LAC. India and China discussed troop disengagement process at Deep Sang Daulat Beg Oldi sector and in the Pangong So and Hot Spring areas. The Indian side insisted on total restoration of status quo ante in all areas of eastern Ladakh prior to the 5th of May. The Indian side insisted on total restoration of status quo ante in all areas of eastern Ladakh prior to 5th of May when the standoff began following a clash between Indian and Chinese troops in Pangong So. It also conveyed concerns over China's new claim lines in the region and demanded immediate withdrawal of Chinese troops from a number of areas. However, there is no official word on the larger outcome of the meeting. The key highlights of the meeting between India and China discussed the phase 2 of the disengagement process at the border areas. Both sides demanded a withdrawal of troops, forces and weapons from forward areas. India asked for a time-bound roadmap for de-induction of 30,000 troops, amasses by both sides. In the interim, India wants PLA troops to pull back eastward by 8 km to their posts and bases beyond Figure 8. Lieutenant General Harinder Singh raised the blocking of Indian patrolling points 10, 11, 12 and 13. India reiterated that the usual norm must be restored about not blocking each other's patrols. Rapid developments have been taking place between India and China after the 15th of June face-off at the Galwan Valley. India also plans to push the Chinese side for an exchange of maps on the western sector. This after the process of disengagement and de-escalation is complete. Government officials said this would clarify each other's claims on the line of actual control. China has so far refused to exchange maps in this sector. India and China have held 22 rounds of talks, yet China has shown no signs of exchanging maps at the western sector. India and China have exchanged maps only for the central sector. Meanwhile, the army is keeping a strict vigil along the contested border in the Deep Sang sector. The military build-up in India and Chinese depth areas hasn't thinned, with both sides keeping their guard up. Deployment of fighter jets, anti-missile systems and air defense systems by Indian Army continues.